and good morning. It's day 2 on Saariston Rengastie. I'm just returning to the route. And today's gonna be shorter than yesterday. Yesterday I rode about 75 kilometers. And today I'm going to be riding something like 40 plus kilometers. So it's almost half shorter. But this is the way I planned it, because today there are more ferries, and there is actually a ferry that is going to take an hour to ride. And the schedule is kind of there are long waiting times, so it's possible I have to wait for a ferry for like 2 hours. So I was thinking that it would be a good decision to have a little bit looser schedule, so that in case I have to wait a ferry for a long time, it doesn't destroy my plans for today. So today I'm heading to Kustavi, and the route is taking me from here, from Korppoo to Houskari Island, and then to Inia, and from there to Kustavi. And I think I'm going to have 3 ferries today, and also I think possibly 3 cable ferries or floating bridges. So I think it's going to be an interesting day, though it's a shorter day. A bit of a ferry failure in here. There was actually a ferry when I arrived, but I was checking these signs up there and thinking that it's gonna go to Norskata, where I'm not going, but actually it was my ferry that was going to Houskari. And now I have to wait for an hour for the next one. But of course, luckily this is the short day, so I'm in no hurry. Now the ferry finally arrived. I had a break at this, there is a coffee place in that red house, and I was hanging out with this group of elderly ladies who were riding also. But now I guess it's time to hop on to the ferry. I'm driving through the island of Houskari, and I'm trying to reach the next ferry that is leaving about in an hour, for otherwise I have to wait for 2 hours, and I think I'm able to be there in time. The roads are getting more narrower, but also there is less traffic, So even though I'm riding on the shoulder of the road, it's not that bad. I've heard some stories about nasty traffic and people driving so close, but I really haven't experienced that myself. Most of the drivers pass me by with a good distance, so it hasn't been an issue. But I would think, because now it's I think Wednesday, I think it might be worse during the weekends, because I think there might be more tourists at that time, and I think the locals are so used with the bikers so that they know how to pass by with a safe distance. This ferry here isn't the one I was talking about. This is just a cable ferry or a floating bridge. So this is basically part of the road. And this is the second floating bridge of the day. And then I will finally get to the ferry that I am trying to reach. I happen to got a private ride. There is no one else. That's a nice way to do this. So I got to the Mossala in time, and now I'm waiting for my ferry to arrive to take me to Inia. This is the longest ferry ride on this route. It's going to take about an hour, and this is the only ferry that I need to buy a ticket for. And because I'm riding a bike, it cost me 12 euros. With a car it's more expensive, and I think that might be my boat. I'm not sure, it's too far to tell. I arrived to Inia, which is the smallest, I think, and the most remote island on the Saariston Rengastie. And now I have, I think, about 9 kilometers to ride to the next ferry. And actually on the way to that ferry there should be one more floating bridge, and then I have my last ferry of the day and the last ferry of the route to take me to Kustavi, and that's where I'm spending the next night. There is a slight drizzle, that's why I'm wearing my rain jacket, but it's not raining heavily, so I don't mind, it's okay. Floating bridge of the route. This is kind of new and fancy. This is the last ferry of the road, taking me to Kustavi, where I'm spending the night. And the rain has really picked up, so I'm kind of glad to get in. Almost call it a day now. I have like a kilometer to ride to the local guest harbor. And there will be a boathouse waiting for me. That is where I'm gonna stay the next night. So this day was about 40 kilometers, so much shorter than yesterday. And then tomorrow is going to be about 80 kilometers to Turku. So that is going to be a stretch, but perhaps I will survive. And here is my accommodation for the next night, a boathouse. I think these cabins are kind of cool. And as I said, there is a small port, and on the other side there is a reception where there is a small bar slash restaurant and also a small market. So I'm gonna go and see those. This is my cabin, number 12. Let's peek in. Here's a tiny sofa and a TV and my bed. And I also have, sorry for the noise of my shoes. They're wet, so they're super noisy. And here is a toilet. And there are communal showers outside, and there is also a sauna, so I think I'm so gonna have a sauna this evening. But before that, I think I need to have a shower and some dinner.